Danganronpa.
Here you go.
Oh boy.
Let's get back into it.
Oh, we had pizza.
We had pizza.
I'm scared. Let's look at my truth bullets.
Go over the facts.
Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. We now know that it was Mukuro Ikusaba. They were, however, dead before the blast. They might have even been dead long before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Let's see what it is. Several rooms have been locked up until this point. Headmaster's room, the biolab, Monokuma door, and the second floor of the dormitory area. In addition, areas directly connected to Mukuro Ikusaba's death are the garden and the dojo. Monokuma's room, blah, blah, blah. We're probably going to cut a bunch of this unless there's something important. This mastermind had been using to command the Earth sign boom. The tarp in the garden had come from the biolab, which means they probably used the tarp to drag the body to the garden. I'm saying, I'm calling it now.
Okay.
According to the headmaster's report, Mukuro did not have a single scar or wound when she came to Hope's Peak Academy. Her physical features were as follows. Height, 5'7". Weight, 97 pounds. Vitals, 31, 22, 32. I still don't know what that means.
Don't worry about it.
Is it important?
No, that's anime figure. That's anime or Japan, really.
Okay.
It's just like you need everything you need to know about a woman is how big's her boob, how big her waist, and how big her hip.
Oh.
That's those three measurements.
Gotcha. We didn't even look at any of the boys.
It might have it on some of them. I don't know.
How thick them boys?
You don't know.
Kyoko has confirmed that the corpse matches these characteristics. Yes, she is. The phrase ultimate despair doesn't refer to a single individual, but a like-minded group of people. 1 year ago, that group brought about the single worst event in human history. They are motivated only by despair, making them some of the most despicable people ever to live. Bones!
Bones!
There's a brightly colored box sitting in the headmaster's hidden room. Human bones, the last remains of the headmaster.
And they're dry.
They are dry. They have been there for a long time. The headmaster kept a photo of him and a young Kyoko together. In the photo, they are both smiling. Emergency handbook, our locker, and we used it. The notebook was found. It's Yasuhiro's. And then we found this one. It is Kyoko's. Said that she had talked to her dad through some kind of message. Despair walks among us, and so we survived. There's a second despair. Biolab's 5th floor was actually a morgue. Corpse fridge has been installed in the biolab. The number of blue lights counting the slot with Mukuro's body comes to a total of 9. That's important. Photo depicts the Hope's Peak students wearing matching uniforms. Worth noting is that Mukuro is pictured, while Makoto is not. Could that mean all the others are working together somehow? It would seem that while Toko and Genocide Jack are blah blah blah, we know this. Kyoko attests to both stab wounds and the blow to the head were inflicted after death. DVD contained thank to Monokuma's blah blah blah. The memory. Okay. Wow, that's all we got.
That's all you've got.
Shenanigans. Okay.
I don't think you've got any new skills.
Probably
Certainly
not. I don't think
since
there's.
You haven't hung out with anyone since the
I haven't had a chance to. I hung out with the garbage.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you ready?
All rise.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up.
Okay.
If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Oh boy.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Oh dear.
Yep, sure will.
Sure.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person?
That's a good
That's a
question.
good question.
Hmm?
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
Oh,
That's not true. I mean, it is a group picture, or it is a group of people.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
Everybody has evidence.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
y'all.
Wait,
Oh, we all have the same.
makes sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Easy. Everybody show us your pictures. I'm in there.
You're in their pictures, but
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Check it out.
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture,
I'm there. What?
see? I'm the only one not in it.
Here comes Sakura. Figured as much. In which case,
Hero, you have a picture too, right?
pass it up.
See it.
show it to the class.
Hey, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Ah, look at my boys. Look at them.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
You guys are stupid.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap?
Who?
Me?
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Each photo has a certain something in common.
What could it be?
The one who got the photo.
Yeah.
I'm not in.
In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hero got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Oh, I didn't get long enough to look at it.
Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person
Just
wasn't
know that
included.
Byakuya wasn't in it.
I know. But there were other details I was looking at.
Yes.
When we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to it than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What's digging at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo?
Yes!
one
Get
more
a good
time?
look at him.
Yes! I saw it!
It's not
seen
directly
it.
connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual. What is it? Let's compare each one of them one more time. Byakuya's picture. Where did she get a fish?
A fish?
Sakura. Look at her punch.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Hina's picture. Yep. Hiro's picture. My picture. Yep.
Oh, I have something in common.
Something.
What is it?
Group photo.
Can you just forget about the photo already?
Don't think about that.
Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo. I'm still
It's not
pissed
fake,
about that.
dude.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that.
You wouldn't.
So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Makoto's carrying.
Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
Did Toko not get one? No,
She was passed out.
That's right. The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. It might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievably but entirely horrifying reason. Ah.
You gotta spell it out.
Hangman's
for them.
Gambit? What? Amnesia.
That's good. Oh,
Uh.
oh.
Where are the...
Where's the ah? You did it.
Now I understand.
Now I get it. Look at all my stars.
Did it. You're so focused.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yes, here. Yes.
We all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
That's ridiculous.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. No matter how much they refuse, it's that if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. You can't move forward until they accept it. There's no other way to prove it besides those pictures. Or there is another way to prove it besides those pictures. The lockers. Right?
There's a lot.
Oh my gosh!
Look at these things.
Control room interview DVD. Interview DVD.
Oh, yeah.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
You don't!
No!
That's wrong! Check this out!
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss.
Kyoko's just sitting there like,
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
you,
for it.
You got it.
you got
This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hopes Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
you lied! I never did any kind of interview.
You lied to me!
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the
Look, we have a
DVD and
TV.
you'll see for yourself.
Ah, how convenient. Here it is. There's
the
you.
headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What?
No.
Saying
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about
I want to make that joke, but I can't.
What?
No, I can't. I can't.
Okay.
I can't make that joke.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Who's the headmaster?
What were the interviews about?
Yeah, that's
The
important.
headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
Don't
The
remember.
same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
We're gonna have to do a rhythm game.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed, we only have one path in front of us.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
Can I call you out again?
Me?
For D&D related things?
Listen, mine's different though.
Okay. I was like, this seems familiar.
Mine's no.
No, it's different.
It's different.
Okay.
It's
I was just like, wait a minute, I need to pay attention.
yeah, it's a very unfortunate timing.
How could someone just steal our memories?
When we do that.
Now? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
Oh, I'm so confused.
You with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Trauma.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive?
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
Oh.
That has something to do with
Yes,
the memories you
yes.
stole from us?
It sure does.
Oh. The DVDs. That motive.
No,
That part's
even
so
more back than that.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, that's what I was
To
like.
get out.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. I've connected the dots, but I don't know where they go now.
Yeah.
Control room, Ikusaba's Headmaster's E-Handbook. Okay, so I'm gonna...
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here.
Come on, give me a...
The
prompt.
mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No, that's wrong.
We're getting all of them. This has been the smoothest I've done with...
The
Yeah.
mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
There's only the 16 of you.
People?
No, only, yes.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me!
I blame Makoto.
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind
No.
himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me.
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Me?
Me.
What?
I'm going cross-eyed.
He's staring too hard at his thumb.
The other wounds?
You tell me, Makoto.
Didn't we establish the stab wound? Yeah, it had to be the other wounds because the stab wound we established
All of
was...
the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already
Big
been
brain.
dead for several days?
Massive brain.
If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
No.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know,
You're wrong.
she denied me before I could even say
Calm.
anything.
Chill.
Chill.
Stop.
Chill.
I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Why don't you just keep your mouth shut? Just stop being nasty. I'm gonna have to steal one, I think. Or it's her profile.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
That's probably
You
it.
finished?
You didn't deny me this time, Swinesy. You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Damn. I didn't even couldn't even tell what she said. Okay, so it's literally the only
it's
one.
the only thing that they gave you that's not. I mean,
Yeah.
She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
No, I missed!
shoot again.
Ah!
Okay.
You didn't get all those wounds in battle.
Come on!
Aim at the middle. Or
What? How?
just wait. Nope. Oh.
Shoot.
Well, shoot that at something else. There you go. Get rid of it. Okay.
Hold on. There.
First try.
First try. First try. Let's go, gamers.
Never mistakes.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle.
If you read the book, you'd know.
The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a
Because she
single
was
injury.
good at it.
Yeah.
To be denied so completely.
Can you?
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Same.
Anyway,
Anyway.
you can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Makoto's being confident.
Yeah.
He's not like, I don't know.
Deb.
It makes sense now. It makes sense
Oh,
now.
the final click.
The final click. Now that I see the wounds, the dots that were connected, that I was like, I know that the dots have to go from here to here. Now that I see, they are connected.
You figured it
I
out.
have connected the dots.
But wait, there's more.
There
Figure
is
it out.
more. There is more,
And
but
and you also have to wait for them to get there.
Yes.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room.
I don't think that was last night. Was that last night?
It was at least, well, yeah, because it's like,
I
guess-
felt like you were down there for way longer.
me too.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her.
Also, I feel like it's been weeks since we've been brought to the school.
Oh, yeah.
We've gone through multiple day-night cycles.
Yeah.
So who was it that attacked you?
It was the mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong.
Because
It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's That's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
There's no way Mukuro is the one who attacked me. Her vitals are wrong! The one who attacked me didn't have a tattoo. And not only that, flat as a board.
No.
Should be obvious. Number 5.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand?
Uh-oh.
Maybe the right foot. Or
Which one was it, Aaron?
foot.
Whoops.
No, it was the left hand. Oops. Okay, yeah. I guess it
You never
was.
saw their
Think about it.
face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong.
Think about the body.
Seeing their face,
Yeah.
You saw the
there's
body.
Another part of the attacker we can use to prove
It was on the right hand.
Uh-huh.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand?
You are
Or the
correct.
left hand? Maybe
Oh, do I need to steal?
You need to steal right hand.
or perhaps the left foot.
There.
And the
Could it be the hips? You never saw their face, right?
I see.
So you can't have any idea who was under that mat. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
You did.
No, it's wrong.
I had the right idea. I just was.
Mukuro
Yes,
had
yes.
I was a little
on her
confused.
right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her.
Okay, whatever.
But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah, we were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh. No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh?
Show me your hands. Show me those ass hands.
What do you
I meant
think?
to say jazz, but it
I'll
sounded
show
like I
you
said
the
ass.
one thing that proves
Yeah, I
beyond
don't
a
know- I don't
shadow
know.
of doubt it wasn't me.
Before she could say
Here.
anything.
Behold.
Aw. Kyoko's removing her gloves.
Your hands.
I thought when she said that they were scarred, I thought she meant like she had scratches, not
Not like.
burn.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on. Haha.
See?
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
That only leaves Makoto!
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
Don't be rude.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
You're a bear.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or
Nope.
something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
Nope.
After she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right?
Aaron's doing a little dance.
I am.
You can't see it.
She couldn't have been in
She's
the
doing
garden
the
the whole
I figured it
time,
out
could
and
she?
I'm smart dance.
I am. Doing the smarty pants dance.
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your big
Y'all know about the morgue.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
Yeah, in like the morgue.
To just store it somewhere?
Where could they have stored it?
There's only one place.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's-
This is the biolab
Mukuro's
and not
body was
something else.
Probably kept hidden in the bio lab.
You know, like the morgue.
biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
What?
Like yes.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have
Undeniable proof.
Show them!
Tarp.
It's always the tarp.
Tarp is always important.
What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
I can read.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Thanks, Byakuya.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the code on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess.
No.
Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
No,
Now that the conversation
not me.
has
Rhythm
come to
game.
the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
You talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Huh?
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Zoom in on the JPEG.
Just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the body. Could you be talking
Hey,
about?
by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
Hey, thanks.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Oh yeah, my family.
Oh man.
What do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
No.
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your
No, let me
Are they really as safe as you might have
solve a
assumed?
mystery.
Stop talking about that.
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. Can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. Has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up.
You can do it. In the moment of truth.
It's triangle.
Are you sure
It's-
about this?
Yeah, triangle
What
and
are you even
X.
talking about?
X triangle. Yeah.
Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about?
There you go.
Better luck next time. Punishment is waiting for you. Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Oh boy.
Don't say anything. Just go very
I'm
quiet.
not listening.
Biolab secret.
Ba-ba-ba.
What?
Oh,
What? Was there? Could you change to another thing?
I don't think so.
Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about?
See if you can change. See if you can change.
What would I...
The Biolab lights. Oh,
What? Oh gosh.
You can do it. Hurry up! You only have 7 minutes and 17 seconds left.
Sure about this? What are you even talking
Okay,
about?
biolab lights.
I'm not listening. This should
Listen to me, you stupid bear. Stop being whiny.
No, he's sweaty. He's
Stop being-
sweaty and scared.
Stop being sweaty and
The
scared.
inconsistency Hyoko's talking about is the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the light?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
Or some butter. We are also storing the butter in there. Do not forget about the butter.
Please don't forget about the Mondo butter.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
The number of lights should have been 10, right?
Don't ask me. Figure it out.
Should have been. Okay, we had Sayaka, we had Junko, we had Leon, we had Chihiro, we had Mondo, we had Taka and Hifumi, we had Celeste, and then we had... Wait, hold on. Celeste. That was 3. We had Sakura, and then we had Mukuro, so it should have been 10.
I got it!
Right.
10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Oh, suspicious!
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died.
Just
here so
do what
far.
Aaron just did right
It
now.
should become clear.
Who died? Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth. Then Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was 8th. Sakura was 9th. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored good.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies. to
Y'all
get rid of
stupid.
evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
Less bodies than the murders. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? Only 9 murders take place. The same person was killed twice!
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered
I'm
and
gonna kill you,
murdered again?
and then kill you again.
If that's the case, there could
Good
have been
reference.
10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. Still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
It's the truth!
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course.
No.
Before
Well-
she was killed
well-
as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
There we go.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else
I'll
even
tell
have
you.
been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that
It
will
did
count.
become obvious when she saw that. That's crazy that she
Nothing's
knew.
gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
And that says steal something from somewhere else.
Okay.
When it only gives you that one.
Someone else that Mukuro was killed as. Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mando Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada?
No.
Celestia Lu, whatever. Or maybe Sakura Ogami. No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice.
No, it's wrong.
Let's go.
You did it.
Let's go, gamers.
You are a gamer.
Look at her fingernails.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
She got stabbed.
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
And the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up.
Also, if you think about it, one of the first things we noticed about Junko was that she didn't quite look like her pictures.
Yeah.
Hey, you look really different.
That magazine has been in the laundry room like the whole game. You can look at Junko's face.
That explains why those 2 bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight.
No, it's Photoshop, you guys.
Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
Only 9.
Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
We're very close.
Monokuma hasn't moved.
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
Who could it be?
I know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
Please try to keep up, Toko. I know you don't have all the things in order.
Junko's body. And made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
No? Because there was still a tattoo.
Yeah. What about the tattoo? Nothing.
The profile, probably?
Probably.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
It was Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Imagine if you had to shoot that.
That would be the worst. Okay, so which of those two do you think it is?
I think it's the first one. I think it's
Okay.
the first one.
Couldn't have been her.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
What?
No,
Prove it.
it's wrong.
Because her
Her hands and her measurements.
Yeah.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of.
That's one thing you gotta know.
The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
Uh-huh.
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Oh, this is gonna
Select
hit.
someone.
This is gonna hit. Bam.
Here's my answer. Junko
It's
is
beautiful.
still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
So did everybody else.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it, I gently placed my hand, touch her wrist.
Like they do in movies.
She's really dead. But do you guys remember how Mukuro's hand had false fingernails on it? And weird, very high-heeled boots. Weird for a soldier. And
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
no!
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Come on.
Think.
The girl behind the screen hasn't given up. You're her puppet.
Of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
Thanks.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right?
They're the same
Can't be
body.
some kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
She's dead, I'm sure of it. It wasn't Juko, but someone else entirely. Some sort of trick.
What's this? Spell it.
Photoshop!
Yes!
What? What is this?
I think I know what it is. Hurry, you've only got 7 minutes!
I'm looking.
Nope.
Nope.
Careful, you've only got 1 HP.
Replace.
Oh! It's getting away! Aha!
I had to look at the letters floating around.
Yeah.
I understand.
Replaced. That wasn't.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some
No.
kind of ninja replacement
You
technique?
idiots.
Good point. There's just no
There's
way.
no way she could have run in there and swapped really
Maybe the
nilly.
whole idea is wrong.
Can y'all shut up?
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Look, she got blue eyes.
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Never would know.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
Makeup.
Duh.
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it
Also, look at
likely
those
melted away in
nails.
the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body.
Thank you for not making me spell it out.
Yeah.
They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure. Making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
He's
He's
not
just-
saying anything!
It's just done now.
The two of them were working together.
There's nobody in the control booth.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Got there. Power down.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
No, there's nobody controlling.
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity.
What? No, he's gaslighting me.
When did I do
This man gaslighting.
Who, me?
Refuses to admit it, but he can try and deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter. 'Cause I've already figured it out.
I am so smart.
Tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation. In the control room?
What? Tell me.
Because he wouldn't let us in the hatch.
Well, I mean, maybe.
I'm so scared, I don't want to get it wrong.
What else is there?
There's a second to spare.
What else is there?
Group photos. I think it's group photos.
Try that. Oh.
Tried to keep me from... Okay.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Don't mess up again.
Okay.
Maybe one of the,
The control room.
Shoot!
Uh-oh. 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 I messed up.
No!
Uh-oh. You know what that means?
Everyone's gonna die.
Please don't make me do all of this over again. Yes.
I refuse to give
No! Give me all my hearts back, please. I'm in baby mode. First time was during our latest investigation. The control room, like...
No. Well, that wasn't right, so don't click it again. I think... Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
I think it's interview DVD.
Was Junko not interviewed?
He turned off the TV.
I got it!
That's true.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
It wasn't just a monitor. TV wasn't... What the heck just happened?
Oopsie. Oh well. Too bad.
Lol.
You made
Epic
sure I
pwn.
couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. It's the only time he tried to hide Junko's identity. Cover up one other piece of evidence.
Could be anything. Do another rhythm game.
I hate rhythm.
Better luck next time. Better luck next time.
I have no commentary to add to this point
Better
because we're
luck
just
next time.
trying to focus on keeping rhythm.
Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's
Okay.
impossible.
I think you also have a super. I don't remember what button it's on. I think it might be one of the bumpers.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster.
Not that one.
Group photo.
That one. Aha!
Why don't we see Junko's face in any of them?
That's really convenient, isn't it?
That's weird.
The video wasn't
That's
the only thing
suspicious.
You tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
Unusual circumstance. Junko's not looking at the camera. Or her face is covered.
I got it!
There we go.
Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
She's getting splashed. She talking to Chihiro. She talking to Celeste. She's just freaking lost.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single
Yeah, kind of weird that the ultimate fashionista, she's a model, dude.
Yeah.
On top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
What?
I
Xanadu.
believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko
I don't remember what
and Mukuro
Xanadu
switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game.
Very uncool, Junko.
She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
There it is.
You've done it.
Xanadu times two!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run.
Come on, Junko.
Prove everything. Right now.
Yes!
Yay! We didn't get to do it last time.
Yes! 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 Oh. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Look, we all showed up. Look at us all here. Hey, what's up? I'm Junko. And as you can see,
I'm definitely not someone else.
she made that attack. She said, "Girl, I'm gonna kill you." And then she said, "Oh no, I got stabbed." What? This isn't supposed to happen. So it was her that got killed. And in Act 3, she comes out of her little hiding. She goes and she gets that dog. And she lays out the beautiful Junko body. Double fake. Lays her out, takes off her mask. No, puts on her mask. And goes to the boys' room. Goes to the...
Gets a knife.
Gets a knife. Goes to kill. But then...
And
Kyoko shows up.
I think.
Oh no.
And ran away. Or probably.
Ran. We gotta get out of here. And then goes to the garden. Lays out the body. Takes it off. And puts it on the body. Ha ha ha. So evil. So epic and evil. In Act 5, we find the body. Everybody's like, oh no. Let's grab it. No, don't do that. There's a bomb. Patchouli. Ha ha ha. Ah ha ha. They'll never know now the body's destroyed and they'll never know.
The killer is you.
Let's do this.
Done.
Remember?
All our friends.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use.
Ooh.
Junko dragged the body out of the biolab.
Oh, she was frozen.
using a
That's
cart
not
to carry her
sparkly.
to the garden.
No, yeah.
She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side.
Okay, hope I got these right.
She wanted
Yeah, these
us
are a
all to
little,
think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Yeah.
No!
So she put on a mask.
Oh, that's
and then-
my eye.
Yeah.
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Explode. Destroy the body.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence.
What say you?
She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
Oh.
Oh!
The real Junko and Oshima.
You did it!
I did it. I found it out.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
Oh.
What? Are you broken again?
Nope.
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Now he's powered down. Nobody's controlling him.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
No, one more.
Did
you really think the story would end once we reach the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
What the? Oh. Oh! Damn. Ultimate despair.
She's here.
Hey, what's up, girl? How'd you show up?
That's fine.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Oh boy! Where have you been?